Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. CBS News reports that the Strait of Hormuz remains closed after Iran's Navy shut it down just one day after declaring it open. Tehran is blaming a U.S. blockade for the closure and has vowed that the shutdown will continue indefinitely until the U.S. blockade is lifted. This move presents another significant hurdle for ongoing peace talks in the region. The article also notes that correspondent Charlie Deagata is reporting from Tel Aviv, where a temporary truce between Israel and Lebanon has brought a period of calm for the first time in nearly 6 weeks, underscoring the broader regional tensions amidst this development. CBS News reports that HiPP, a Dutch baby food and formula brand, has issued a recall for some baby food jars in Austria after a sample tested positive for rat poison. Fortunately, no one consumed the contaminated baby food. Authorities believe the jar, which contained carrots and potatoes and was intended for 5-month-olds, may have been tampered with, as it had a damaged lid and smelled spoiled. HiPP is recalling all its baby food jars sold at Spar supermarkets across Austria as a precautionary measure, offering full refunds without a receipt. Investigations are also underway in Germany, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. The Austrian Agency for Health and Food Safety warns that rat poison can inhibit blood clotting, with symptoms potentially appearing 2 to 5 days after consumption. According to Lienhazaba, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez announced that Spain will officially propose to the European Union on Tuesday, April 21st, to suspend its association agreement with Israel. This move follows repeated calls from Spain for the EU to review or pause the pact. On April 10th, Sanchez specifically urged the EU to take action to curb the Israeli government, emphasizing that Israel's military operations in Gaza, Lebanon, and other regions constitute blatant violations of international humanitarian law. He stressed the need for a united European front to prevent Lebanon from repeating the mistakes of Gaza. The EU-Israel Association Agreement, established in 2000, provides a framework for political dialogue and economic cooperation. Its suspension would significantly affect trade, scientific collaboration, and political ties, serving as a key diplomatic pressure tactic by the EU. According to Dusawan, U.S. President Donald Trump announced on social media on April 19th that an American delegation would travel to Islamabad, Pakistan, to engage in negotiations with Iran, arriving on the evening of April 20th, Eastern U.S. time. Trump stated that the U.S. had proposed a very fair and reasonable agreement. He issued a stern warning, declaring that if Iran did not accept the terms, the United States would destroy every power plant and every bridge in Iran, adding that the days of talking nicely are over. Trump also accused Iran of firing shots in the Strait of Hormuz on April 18th, allegedly targeting French and British merchant vessels, which he deemed a clear violation of the existing U.S.-Iran ceasefire agreement. He further criticized Iran's attempted blockade of the Strait of Hormuz as strange, asserting that a U.S. blockade was already in place and that Iran's actions were inadvertently helping the U.S. while costing Iran $500 million daily, with no losses to the United States. Iran had previously announced on April 18th its decision to resume control over vessel traffic in the Strait of Hormuz, citing repeated U.S. breaches of promises. Maritime intelligence companies also reported new vessel attacks in the strait on that day. An attempted arson attack caused minor smoke damage at Kenton United Synagogue in North London, marking the third such incident targeting a Jewish site in the city this past week, CBS News reports. British Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mirvis described these as sustained campaign of violence and intimidation against the Jewish community. The Metropolitan Police found evidence of an accelerant, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the attacks abhorrent and attacks on Britain, vowing to pursue perpetrators. Counter-terrorism officers are investigating multiple arsons, including an attack on a former Jewish charity building in Hendon, an earlier synagogue arson in Finchley, and 4 torched ambulances in Golders Green. A group with alleged links to Iran, Harakat Ashab al-Yamin al-Islamiyah, has claimed responsibility for some attacks. According to Site Intelligence Group, the Community Security Trust recorded 3,700 anti-Semitic incidents in the UK in 2025, the second highest total ever. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.